Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the number 3 review of series number 10. Series number 10 being non-premium pouches. And as you just saw, it will be of another TimberWolf product, TimberWolf Peach. So for this review, I'm going to cut down even further on the packaging details. If you want to see probably a much too in-depth version of what the packaging on this is like, look for the first review of this series, which would be the TimberWolf Straight. So, that said, let's take a look at the can. It is a all-plastic can with a catch lid, which Pinkerton Tobacco, which makes this product, calls stow and throw. You can see it all the way down at the bottom there in small print underneath the warning label. What it is a place to put used pouches, all right, down in the center here. So basically your lid has a lid. As I said, makes a lot of sense when it comes to snooze products. I'm not quite sure so much with Dip. If you're having to spit it anyway, as I've said in the last 2 videos, then the chances are you have a receptacle to spit in, and that receptacle can also put a used pouch in. So with snooze, you're not spitting, so yeah, this would come in handy in some scenarios. So on the side, you basically have branding all the way around with the government stipulated warning label. All right. They're doing this because these products down south are being slotted like this. And in northern areas, or maybe in south too, I don't know, they're also being put in dispenser boxes that stand 10 cans tall. And you pull one out the bottom and the next one drops. So with 3 brandings on the side, the company has a good chance of the brand and flavor facing out, no matter how it is. So most places around me still face all cans because we have limited product when it comes to smokeless around here. So on the back, because the side does not have any manufacturer's information or the barcode, they have a sticker on the back of these, all right, which has the barcode, the fact that the can is 0.82 net weight ounces, which falls in line with U.S. smokeless products like Copenhagen and Skoal. Up top, it has that there are 15 pouches in this can, okay, and there is a date code, which I am being told the first letter corresponds with the month. So this one is D, January, February, March, April, A, B, C, D, get it? D 14th, April 14th, and there's a 9 on the end, 2019. So I guess that's a Best Buy date. Flavors up top and the 15 pouches. As I said, this is a product of the Pinkerton Tobacco Company of Owensboro, Kentucky. Their website is TimberWolfSnuff.com. Pinkerton is owned by Swedish Match, which is one of the major players in Swedish snus, thus the reason why there are catch lids on these cans. So I'm going to crack into this. If I can find where there it is. They have papery bands on them. They're usually pretty well fitting to the can. They cut easy. Sometimes a little resistance where the band comes over on itself, doubles over where it meets. I have to pop these because it's probably because of the catch lid. These lids don't give at all. So Pinkerton has eliminated with the catch lids, my one major complaint about TimberWolf, and that is the really flexy, crappy plastic lids that are in the long cuts. Not a problem here. So, as usual, there is a bunch of moisture on the lid. I don't even think I have to adjust the light for that. All right. Now, because of the compartment under this here for the used pouches, there is a depression in the lid that really packs down on the product, which is very moist. The product is very moist, but combined with being packed down, that's why I'm ending up on these reviews with so much moisture on the lids. But the product is very, very moist. In this one, now the pouch material is white and it is stained brown. I say that because it is a very uneven staining. Okay, they have not gone out of their way to make the pouch look brown before the tobacco stains it. All right, where you see really dark spots is where the can lid compacted the pouches and the tobacco is coming in full contact with the pouch material. So you can see there's some very dark spots. Now I've been fluffing these up. Smell off the can is the TimberWolf Peach. It is a sweet, somewhat unnatural, but not really in a bad way, in my opinion. It's a registers really sweet and very candyish. Okay, there's really no dark tobacco underlying it, unlike Skull's Peach. No, Skull's Peach is, you know, you're dealing with tobacco that has a peach flavoring. The peach sort of overwhelms the tobacco. So I'm going to fluff a couple of these up because they get really compacted in here, as you can see. Like, what? And they're so moist, like, they're going to stay that way in your mouth if you don't. So that's really what you should be looking at. Man, they are wet. I'm just going to double them up in the front because I end up doing that anyway. They're pretty darn wet. I will be back in a moment. And the moment has passed and I am back. So, a lot of people are going to be familiar with TimberWolf Peach. Let me slide this around inside. Okay. A lot of people are familiar with it. It's very candy-esque. It is probably, as far as in-store products go, the dessert dip of dessert dips. Now, obviously, if you get a good can of most Tough Guy, those two, but they're not available in stores. This is, and it's pretty widely distributed. I mean, it's not terribly hard. In fact, this product, although I ordered it in, I could have actually gotten in my local Wawa. Whoa, mishap. Okay. So it's very candy-like. The tobacco takes a backseat. Any tobacco flavor is definitely in the background and way, way in the background. And it's not like the Skull Peach. The Skull Peach is it's dark fired tobacco flavor with a peach like top coating. This is not. This is just peach candy, sort of. It is in a way unnatural, but saying that, I try to avoid saying that because I'm not trying to paint it in a bad light. It's an unnatural flavor, but that unnaturalness is candy, basically. So it'll juice up. It tastes basically dead on with the long cut. The packaging is pretty good. Now, The only drawback with these can lids is now some guys crack cans like this. If you're a guy that does that, then you're not even going to notice. I do like a twist off usually, and I can't do that with these. Okay, so I got to get a thumbnail under there because I don't have any fingernails. But really, at the end of the day, I'd rather, if the product's okay inside the can, if it's, now I'm not talking about like having a problem getting a lid off a can of Decade, but I mean, I'd rather with a product like this have a little difficulty getting the lid off than being worried that the lid's going to come off when I don't want it to in my pocket or something. And that's sort of the bottom line when it comes to the regular TimberWolf lids for the long time. So this product itself, if you haven't tried TimberWolf Peach, it's one of those things. It's not quite on the level of like, Copenhagen Snuff or Skull Original. I'm not going to put it in that category at that, that pedestal, but this is another thing you really should try. Now, I love this stuff, but I could never dip this every day, and I don't think anybody does. I'm sure there's somebody out there that does, but, it's a dessert dip. Dessert dip. So, I have liked it since the first time I ever had it. This is the only second time I've had it in pouches. It's all right. I'm getting used to pouches at this point. In my day-to-day, I don't really have a need for pouches, but they are convenient sometimes when it's just like, where you have to get rid of it in, short order. And I've been using some of them, and I'll use this. And this is actually the second can of pouches I bought of this. I bought them when they first came out. So all in all, nicotine is there, but it's going to be on the low side. Flavor's freaking great. Can is good. Very sturdy. It is all plastic, but it's sturdy. Product in the can is moist, good shape. Comes a little compacted because of how the can lid is set up, but I mean that's not a really big deal. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously, I don't have to talk about it staying together in the mouth because it's in a pouch. So that's about it. Lowish nicotine, candy flavor, quality product in a quality can. There's not, and you should try it. And that's about everything. Okay. So this has been the review of TimberWolf Peach pouches in the Stow and Throw can. I'd like to say hello and thank you to Stubby, Aiden Harrell, Pat Clear, and Shane Adair. Guys, I do thank you. I hope everyone is well in general. Thank you for the new people coming in. If you are not registered on Facebook, I don't get a notification of subscribers, so drop me a comment in the comments section. When I realize I haven't seen you before, I'll probably shout you out in the next video. As always, check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors, Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee 83, Gaming at Real Talk Studios, and any snooze questions send over to snoozefreak.com, the channel here, and he will get back to you in English. I was just about to say German. I'm tired today, sorry. Yeah, he will get back to you in English. Anyway, I hope everyone is well. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.